Can you see me, Fred?
Nope.
What's going on, y'all, man? We on another episode on I'm Standing on It. I got some special guests here in the building, man. We're going to go ahead and start talking about polygamy and monogamy, man. The benefits of it, the pros and cons of it. We're going to go ahead and start off with the introductions. First, we're going to start with the lady here. Ms. Kaylee, go ahead and introduce yourself. Or
Kayla.
Kayla, I'm sorry. Look at her looking
Hey
at her.
y'all, just Kayla. I don't know how to introduce myself. Just go on.
Kayla, where you from, man? This is our first time, y'all.
Yes. I live in Vegas. And yeah, that's about it. I'm just give my opinion. You're making me nervous, Freddie. Don't do that.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, and we got three regulars here on the show. Y'all seen them before. We're gonna go ahead and start with the other misses here. We have Stephanie at the bottom. Go ahead, Stephanie, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Steph.
That's
Hi, I'm Steph.
Yo, I'm Steph. What's up?
Yo, what up, Steph?
Hi.
all right.
Hi.
All right, we got the homie Larry, man. Go ahead, Larry, introduce yourself. Where you
You
from?
already know, man. It's your boy L from Vegas by way of the Bronx. What's up?
There we go. And then we got the homie Drip back on for another episode, man. Drip, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Real deal, no facade, the one and only drip guy. Let's go.
That's it. All right, y'all. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. So I've been seeing this topic coming up with this polygamy, man, and it seemed like year by year it's getting more and more popular. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know if you participated before in the past, it was supposed to be a secret. You kept that hushed up. Or if you was a man that had two women, you was looked at as a pimp, but not knowing it was a true relationship, you know. Uh, but on the other side, you got women that say, well, if men could do it, we could do it too. And what's wrong with a woman having two men? We're going to get into that. We're going to get everybody's views on that. And we'll talk about the pros, the cons, even also the advantages of having, you know, a poly relationship versus a monogamy relationship. So, man, let's go ahead and I'm going to start off with the women on this, man. So let me start off with Kayla, man, because she looked like she got something to say, man. So what's your views on this?
My views are I believe in monogamy. Polygamy and polyamory only come into effect when you have funds. I feel like you shouldn't even play with either one of those unless you are financially able to be in that situation. And most people that want that lifestyle are not. Those type of lifestyles come from the ancient days, and they come from wealthy people even in modern days that live in a society that is not afforded to most princes and kings and stuff in Dubai. Everybody's trying to follow these reasons for their need to have more than multiple or more than one woman, because it looks like fun for them. But you actually have to have a certain status in other societies to even be able to do those things. So that's my views on it. Monogamy is where everybody should be at, in my eyes, that is not financially able to afford a multiples relationship.
Okay, so you saying if anybody participate in, especially a man, he need to be able to afford both women or however many he has. He should have enough
He,
income to support it. He participate in it.
he needs to be definitely contributing to the financial stability of the entire household. Yes.
Got you. Okay, Miss
So
Stephanie,
those
I
are
see
his
you.
desires.
I see you smiling. I know you ready to go ahead and let loose. So what you got to say?
I got a whole ass mouthful. Okay. For me, I think you should be with one person. I'm going to go a little deep on this because I feel like, um, let me give you an example. If I ask you what security is, in your mind, probably you're gonna think finances, right? But the reality is, security, it can only be found within. I feel like men that step out of bounds and need multiple women, they need justification from outside. I think they're not secure in their self. Let me give you an example. If you take somebody that has security And you could take their job, they could lose their job, you could take all their money, you could take their house, you could take their cars. But if you have security within, and you drop that mother effer in the middle of the desert with nothing, he's gonna come back tenfold with more than what he had. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with the relationships. I feel like the yin and the yang, it's a balance, right? Again, men are more factual based, and you can give them a map and say, here, go A to Z, right? And they'll get from A to Z. If you do that with the woman, again, we're driven by our emotional aspects. So we're gonna like do multiple pit stops along the way, you know, for whatever pulls us that way, right? And I think it's the yin and the yang. You have to have balance, and you need the masculine. It's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You got to have the you wouldn't want peanut butter with peanut butter. You want peanut butter with jelly. You don't need to have peanut butter with 10 different jellies, because it's you know, it's too hectic. It's too much. There's no balance that way.
Okay, I understand that. Hey, I'm gonna get a perspective from my boy Drip, man, because I know, you know, this subject ain't nothing new to him, man. So, Drip, what's your true feelings on this?
I mean, this depends the type of lifestyle you live. For the most part, we all close to the camera, man. Back me up, man.
I don't like that.
I don't like that
shit.
Zoom
Get
camera,
that
bro.
shit. Kick that shit.
They gotta know who talking when we got multiple people on
Right?
here.
But
you are blown. I'm going cross-eyed, trying to pay attention, trying to talk now.
for the most part, you know, I mean, like I said, it depends the lifestyle you live. I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, I've been with multiple women at once, you know, living in the same household, you know. It gets hectic, you know. They fall out, they flip out, they trip out, you know, and they go at it with each other. And I've also been on the other end of the spectrum, you know, with just one. But me personally, I mean, one is too close to none. So, I mean, would I like to live a support player type of lifestyle? Absolutely. I got one rolling up my weed with a G-string on. I got one making breakfast with a G-string on. I mean, what man wouldn't want that lifestyle?
I'm done with you.
You know, I'm just being real. I mean, what man wouldn't want that? So, I mean, that would be lovely and bubbly to me. But, you know, for the most part, I'm mahogany, not monogamy. You know, I'm a hog on it. You know, I'm hogging and dogging. So, you know, one is too close to none, if you ask me. You know, so I mean, well, so
one is too close.
What about you, Fred?
Oh, we gotta get on. We gotta ask Larry, man, because he looked like he
we
ready
gotta hear
too.
your input before we go in on this.
Come on, Larry.
Oh, we want me. I hate that Zoom camera. Okay, nah, but I'm with Drip on that,
Turn
man.
the Zoom off though, for real.
Yeah, sir, my nigga.
I don't even know where to look at the camera. Hey, no, but on some real shit though, like it depends on like Drip said, how your lifestyle is, man. I'm not with it. I'm not against it. I'd have been with like 6 different women at one time, not all like living together, nothing like that. But I mean, I was with it, but I can't say that, you know, that was then. I can't say that I feel like doing that shit right now. I don't even know if I could do women like that. But I know on the flip side of things, I'm not dealing with 5 other dudes with one female. You know what I'm saying? That we gonna do it like do the whole 360 thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's how your lifestyle is, then go for it. I'm not for it or against it, man. Like if you could deal with 5 different women, or if a chick could deal with 5 different dudes or 6 different dudes, whatever, then fuck it. Go for what you want to do, man. That's how I feel about it.
So Freddie, I see you commented. You said 2 different men, 2 men. Hell no. Why? You're on mute.
No, let me get off mute there. So I'm with it. You know, whatever floats your boat, man, go ahead and do it. I say the more the merrier, man. Everybody always talking about building an empire. I can build an empire with 3 people helping, 4 people helping, 5 people helping, versus just me doing it by myself or just me and you. You know what I'm saying? So, and the part when you said a man should have enough money to take on the women or support the women, I don't believe that. I think it is you coming together as a whole unit, as a team to build it, not just 2 women living off a rich man or a man that got means, because that ain't it either. You know what I mean? So I think if you I think especially if you broke, maybe you should get into a little poly relationship because maybe y'all can get up out that hole faster.
That's
You know
real.
what I'm saying? If you really think about it. So let's say in today's market, let's just say I only made 50 grand a year. You made 50 grand a year and she make 50 grand. If I got, and there's 3 of us, that's 150,000 in the household. We live together.
That's 3 broke people living together.
Yeah, but that's 150,000 in the household right now. With all of us combined in the same pot. Now we're in a better situation in the house, better vehicles, bills can be paid. You know, we got ways to maneuver. You know what I mean? And then we can start trying to progress and get better. We might use my paycheck and her paycheck to take care of the bills. Now we got a third paycheck, another 50 grand that we can probably put into an investment or save or put down on a house or whatever else to get further in life. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times the women don't want to participate is really because of jealousy. I don't think it really has anything to do with morals and church and what the Bible said and all that. Because if you was all that, y'all wouldn't be all in the club twerk dancing doing what y'all do. If it was all about the Bible, you know what I'm saying? I think y'all pick and choose what you want to do. But if it's on the financial game, I mean, to me, it makes sense. Saying that I would do it, I don't know. I never tried it before. I don't have
you gotta try
it before, but we went all in the same relationship. You know what I'm saying? But to be in a relationship with 2 women, I don't know. I mean, if it makes sense and they can get along and don't give me a headache, I will be down.
So it sounds like you're more interested in like a polyamorous, not polygamy, polyamorous, which means everybody knows about each other. That's 2 different.
Yeah, everybody know about each other. We're in the same household.
Yeah.
Same household. We all rock together.
Like, you mean living together? You want everybody laid up in the same house?
We can have our own separate room. That's all.
That's just strange. That's just so
That's
weird.
how you do it. Separate room.
Y'all are hella. Look, let me ask you this: Why not be with one person?
Ain't nothing wrong with that either. I mean, you can do that too, but
about it,
situation.
He said one is.
If y'all think about it on a deeper level,
1 is too close to 9.
Yeah. If y'all think about this on a deeper level, y'all came from a woman. And ideally, women are the vessels to the conscious realm, meaning the spiritual realm, because we fucking real life give birth and a whole ass spirit comes through on the other side, right? So it's more than just, because I feel like when we say, okay, I want to date 10 women, that's like a temptation idea we could look at it, right? Or an urge. Just because if I have the urge to go kill Joe Blow over there, I'm not going to go kill Joe Blow because it's morally wrong. You feel me? And it's the same thing. Again, I don't expect y'all to understand because you guys are men and you guys are, your gene structure is completely different. But for women, we are emotionally connected to all things. So when women, if like, let's say for cheating, if women were to cheat, women get with somebody to find love. They're not getting with somebody. I mean, you got some of them that are like, okay, dude's fine. Some girls are like that, but it's seldom. Women are emotional. So you got to be like a special kind of woman to just be like, okay, let me go move in here with 9 other broads and a dude. You know what I mean? Because from a woman's standpoint, again, we're emotional. That I feel like that is not a representation of love, of loving somebody.
But I see some women that can do it, the kind that can get along. I think you might be letting feelings get in the way of just gaining in life. And I think also it just depends on what everybody's looking for within a relationship. You might want love, but the bills don't get paid with love. You know what I mean? We might be barely scraping by, but we love each other. And how long that's going to last? We know the biggest thing to separate relationships is when the finances come into play.
But that's how all relationships are. The purpose of going through those challenges is everything puts pressure on you. When you have a baby, you get pressure. When you have bills that are backed up, you get pressure. When you lose your job, you get pressure. When a kid gets hurt, every motherfucking thing is pressure. So if you're gonna fold, I feel like you're taking the easy way out, saying, let me go date 10 bitches, because probably in your mind, you're like, well, these bitches are all cheaters, right? They're all ran through like Forrest Gump. Okay, we get it. But so in your mind, because you have this ego, you're like, well, I'm not going to get played by this girl, or I don't want to fall for this. And I don't know if that's what you're thinking. I'm giving you a scenario. What I'm saying though, is I think that people that, and this could be both ways, that say, okay, let me date, 10 different people. I think the reason why is there's a lack of security on one level or another. You know what I mean? Whether it's an insecurity in yourself, or whether you're not secure with that person or something, because or maybe you just ain't met the right one, because I feel like one person is enough to fulfill, like, you know what I mean? If you guys make each other happy, you know what I'm saying? You don't need
I
too
think we
much.
might be looking at it from two different angles, and you looking at it from emotions and
Well, if
relationship
you're
and
living
love
together, hell yeah. Because that's
and
going to impact
love,
your
and
mental
that's
and
it.
emotional well-being.
And I'm not, when I say having two women, I'm not saying to be no typical man talking about you just got two women that you can have sex with, because at the end of the day, sex gonna get old with both of them. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been there, done that thousands of times already. I'm thinking about like
Dick
on
is
some
old to us too. I wish
true
y'all would stop
building.
saying that.
Like a
On
business
true
venture.
building. I think, like I said, most women probably wouldn't do it because of jealousy. That's really it.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I disagree with that. I think you gotta. There's a certain kind of girls. Like, again, remember what I said. Like, girls, you have a special kind of girl that's gonna be okay with that, right? And those are probably the same girls that you're referencing, right? But all of it, again, we're very emotional. We may not show it all the time, but there's so much more to women. It's hard to explain it, because I know you guys are wired literally differently. So your viewpoints are different. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is, I feel like, and again, I understand what you're saying. Like, you're thinking, I'm not going to just have sex with all of you. We're going to live together and all of us put in, right, on the household. But if you think about us growing up, the reason why we're conditioned to think like this, when girls grew up, we played with Barbies and fucking baby dolls, and we had like this visual, like, okay, let's play mommy and daddy. When y'all were growing up, y'all were playing sports, and all you were taught is, like, how do I score this, score that, score. And now we have the generations that are
Teamwork.
no teamwork though. It's just,
Yeah,
I feel
G.I.
like
Joe was teamwork.
I feel like from a business venture view, that makes sense. But why can't you be with one person, and you don't want to be with somebody that's boring and dry, because you got to keep it spicy? Like, the problem with the relationships is people, they have kids and they start thinking, okay, I'm going to let myself go. I'm going to, like, you got to, like, be mindful, and you got to give your partner something to look forward to every day. If he comes home and you look busted, of course he's going to want 10 different, females.
Well, it depends. I see Cornell in the comments, and he said it all depends on what generation you asking this question to. I think we all pretty much the same generation, and we probably do come from the era of the one man, one woman type of deal. And again, the men that we saw with multiple women, we automatically labeled that as a pimp. You know what I'm saying? But in today's world, things are changing. Like, I'm not going to say you see it in a huge amount of numbers, but you do hear about it now with people that have multiple people in a relationship, and they all live together and they get along, and it's not about pimping or anything like that. It's not nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? But I feel that a relationship is still business too. You know what I mean? We got to have business in our relationship if it's going to work. Yeah. It can't just be kicking it, laying up, and spending money on each other, tricking and going to sleep, go to work, and we just do it all over again every single day, and that's it. And that's the base of your relationship.
But think about all the chaos that would be. Imagine you laid up in a house with 10 different personalities, 10 energies.
I'm saying let's just go 2 women.
That's just like a job in itself.
Let's just go with 2 women.
Not 10.
Why
Let's
can't you
just not
just be
10.
with
That's a
one woman
lot. But
and
let's just
then
say two.
go
Let's
like
just
do a
go two
threesome
women.
once in a while or do some crazy shit? I don't know.
One
Okay.
woman can't take all of it and handle it by herself. She
What do
can't.
you
She
mean?
needs help. One woman can't handle it all by herself. She needs help. She do.
What do you mean handle it?
That-
What is handling?
Handle the
That's
business,
the-
everything. It's too much
Yeah,
pressure on her.
yeah.
Like Miss Domino said. Miss Domino said it puts a lot of pressure to someone to expect them to be everything for you. And it do. She's right about that. You're gonna end up putting pressure on your female. You want her to clean up. You want her to cook. You want her to make money. It's a lot. So she needs help.
But that's
Yeah.
why you have the yin and the yang, the balance. That's why you have the male, the counterparts, the two, two opposites that come together and create a unit, a whole. It's like a peanut butter. You can't have the peanut butter and jelly without the jelly or the bread.
Female
You know
still
what I mean?
needs some help. She still needs some help. She can't handle it all.
That's it. What about let's say this. Let's say you got one woman with a man that you had a kid with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got a lot of women that can't work. They got to stop working because they can't afford daycare. What if you had a bomb job? Now you got this extra lady there that can stay home and watch kids. That's her role. That was part of this team.
Are you saying like a nanny? That's a
She
nanny.
can stay home. You can keep your career going. I still got mine. Like, it's all about the position of each person within the family, what they're here to do.
That's
We got to stop thinking about sex. It's not about sex.
And that's why we got to put the two minds together and come up with a plan that doesn't involve having some hoe laid up in the house.
It's not a hoe.
It's
or
not.
a nanny or whatever you want to, whatever
The
you
hoe
want to
is the man. If two women are functioning in a house together, the hoe is the man. He's just there
Yeah.
for
But the man ain't a hoe because he don't lay down for sex. How can a man be a hoe? He don't lay down
Y'all
for
act
sex.
like
He's
these.
the
I
only
mean,
one
it's
fucking
viewed
multiple
differently,
people
but
in
dudes
the
are
house.
street
That's
dudes.
how.
Let's keep that a book.
Anyways, you guys know that polyandry is another thing too. Women have started dating multiple men.
Yeah,
and
two suckers
together. So it's not just
you know what that is? It's either two suckers or two gay dudes that ain't came out the closet.
You see that?
You know what I mean? Because it ain't no way in hell.
You see how you are?
There ain't no way in hell two men
when
gonna
the
be okay with that.
When the
But you
tables
want us
turn,
to make that make
a whole
sense.
other conversation.
You must be no. We gonna talk about it too.
Hold up. We're gonna have this talk. We're gonna have this talk. Make
We
that
gonna
make
talk about
sense.
it.
That's hypocrite.
You gonna have two hairy legs in the bed with you in the same bed.
No,
and you
everybody has their own space, their own time, their own dates. They do the same thing that polygamy does. Only it's polyandry because it's a woman that wants multiple men. They're doing it now.
I heard about that. I done seen it before. Well, I seen it on TV. I ain't never seen that in person. But if a woman got two men and in a relationship together, and both men know about it, you have two suckers, or you got two gay dudes that haven't came out the closet yet. Because there's no way in hell that's riding with two men.
Well, why do you think that's? Well, there's no way in hell that's riding with any real woman.
Well, huh?
I mean, why would it work for women then?
Because it's different. We all know it's different.
It's not different.
We the king of the castle. You ain't no king.
Yeah.
You got two servant men up in the house. This ain't no
There's gonna be two queens in the house.
So wait, hold on. What you just said, is that why you want to have all the women as like servants? Is that what your take is? Not servants, but like everyone here, you're the nanny. You're the cook. You're the
She's trying to live out she thinks she the brat. She trying to live out the brat videos with the men with their walking around. Man, please. That ain't going on. She's so funkified. Nah, we ain't doing that.
No, but see, you see what I'm saying? Like if you feel like it's good for you, I get that society has these views, but all in all, in reality, a body count's a body count on both sides. Now, I think for us, again, because we are the vessel to the other realm, right? Women are, we are more special. So we should value ourselves and say, no, this is what I want. And you got to know what you want and go after it and not give up. You don't have to settle for, you know what I mean? And
so we got Desmond in the comment gonna say, so are girls the suckers and lesbians too? Come on now, it's different.
I think
Desmond,
it is.
you know
I think a girl,
like,
you got to be a dumb hoe.
and they could be little lesbians.
That ain't true, because check it out.
Where the comment sections at?
That is true.
On the right side, but check it out. Here's a scenario. I started out with two females as roommate situations. They were cousins.
Mhm.
One came to me one day and said, "We both attract to you. We both like you. We want to do something different than be in a relationship with one man." So I'm like, okay. And now we got a place together. We all had our own rooms. We never had a threesome. It was different, but I was with both of them. So, I mean, yeah, they figured out like, hey, we both like you. We both think you cool. We both attracted to you. They came to me. I said, okay, well, we're going to do something different. And it worked. It worked for like 2 years. It worked.
I'm going to show y'all something. I came across something that it looked like it was an episode before, man, but I want y'all to see this, and then after this, I want y'all to give me y'all opinion on this.
Please don't show that man with them 3 white girls.
No, not him. I was looking for him. Please don't show. Watch this.
We don't have sound. We can't hear it, Freddie. That looks like a hot mess.
I look like some Love and Hip Hop type shit.
That's a boy.
You gotta turn it up, brother.
She said, "That's a boy."
We can't hear you now.
That looks like some belly mess, y'all.
They're not creepy, they're cool, said Jasper. I'm not a little bunny anymore. I'm a big rabbit now. Mom agreed to buy 1 pair. Well, you're a grown rabbit. You gotta do what you want.
Hey, we can't hear the video. Can you guys turn up the volume?
Freddie don't. He said no, I guess.
That Jasper wore his cool new underwear in bed. You want me to leave the hallway light on? Asked Dad.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Said Jasper, I'm a big rabbit now. His dad shut the door, and that's when Jasper noticed the underwear glow, a ghoulish, greenish glow.
On here, this dude right here, he has 5 women living in the house. They live in Texas, in El Paso. 5 women, and he also eventually added 2 men to their group too as a household. The men don't touch each other. They don't do nothing like that, but they got the 5 women. They in a 10-bedroom house, 13 bathroom, and the women agree that they want to keep on bringing people to the family, and they just keep on going. Everybody living good. Some of the women that's in this relationship came to the relationship as a single mom already with their own kid. Now they are getting homeschooling. They living a better life than they had when they was with the mom by herself. So I mean, what's y'all opinion on that now?
Hell no.
I got the
think that's
same
cool.
views. You got these slobs living up in there thinking this shit looks like a hot mess just looking at it. Like it literally, like it looks like a fucking, like I'm getting punked right now even watching that shit. Like I just don't get it. Like I just don't see how it could be a peaceful home where it would be chaotic. You know what I mean?
I get how that lifestyle could work for some people. It's not a lot of people in the world that are going to do that. It's not. These
So let me
people,
ask you this.
like they said in the you have to have a certain mindset, and it's not even about maturity. You have to be in that mindset that is okay for you. You have no real connection to anybody ever.
Okay.
If you're willing to let that shit happen in your house.
Because
do you think a lot of people don't do it only because not that they won't do it or not even try it, or do you think they just too busy worrying about what other people gonna think about them? Family,
no, I think
your close friends, your co-workers. Is that what you think that could play a part?
No,
because I know you will go home and tell your mom and your dad, "Hey, I'm in this relationship with this man and this other woman."
I personally feel like it's not something I would entertain. Like again, I feel like you got a certain type of breed of people that will be cool with that. And and again, I'm not in that position. I'm not saying this is the facts. I personally believe it's possible that there could be some maybe like psychological or upbringing issues, because I'm telling you, a woman is not going to just settle for that unless she's like got some insecurity or
That's
issues,
correct.
or she
You
ain't
gotta
gonna do
work
it. I'm
it
telling
in.
you.
You
gotta
gotta
be a
work
special
it in.
kind of breed.
You got to work it in. You got to have that extra room at the house, and then you say, "Hey, baby, listen, this,
This-
I'm gonna let my little homegirl rent this room. She gonna stay in this room, and then she gonna supply help to the household, help you with cleaning up, with the groceries, and then you work it in slowly, and like she's a part of the family now, baby.
No.
She said,
And that's
hold
when you
on, let
get
me,
some
can I
shit.
finish?
Listen, I'm out this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna head
Hey,
out.
she's part of the family. She's an extra set of ears, extra set of eyes, the extra hands. She's gonna help out.
Luggage, baggage that you're gonna be carrying everywhere with you.
I mean, women need help, so this is the help. That's what I'm saying. The women need help, so this is the help.
You hire somebody for
Y'all
that.
need
You
help
can
'cause y'all
invite them
think
to
y'all
live in your
like this.
Hey, you
Y'all
work your way in,
really
baby.
smart.
That's all right. Yeah, we work it in. Hey, baby, she's helping more than we are right now. She's carrying the load. Hold on, don't kick her. Don't kick her out. Hey, hold on now. That's the help, and we helping her by the living situation. So it's like a help for help. Because you just never know.
Out the door.
What happens a majority of the time when a rich man hires a nanny to stay in their house? He ends up fucking the nanny. So that little weaseling her in and sliding her in really quick, that's not going to happen. Like somebody that has common sense is going to peep what you're trying to do. And a bitch is not moving into my house and showing that she can do more than me for my house. If I need help, nigga, help me. Don't invite another bitch into it. It's not like
he might be too busy getting the money. He might be outside all day getting the money.
Okay, then if we're both getting money, then the house is gonna have to be mediocre. Because no, absolutely not.
She says,
my
homegirl's gonna stay in the room. No, she's not. Who's your homegirl?
She's renting a room and she's gonna help out around here. We need the help. She's gonna help around here. We need the help. You need the help when I'm not around handling business. So she's gonna be the extra help around here.
No.
Okay, when
ain't
you're not
wrong
around,
with that.
I would be
and if she's saying, "Oh well, no, we don't. We should struggle and be in love together," that's corny.
In my mind, I'm thinking the only help y'all need is Dr. Phil because that shit is not normal. That shit is not normal. I'm telling you right now.
So let me tell you,
it ain't cool.
So would y'all rather have a man cheat?
What?
Would y'all rather have a man cheat on you?
No,
of course they would.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course they would.
Of course they would.
Y'all are nasty fucks. Y'all like to do it in the ass and some more shit. So let's really talk about it. If y'all
would you rather have a man bring it to the forefront?
These fucked up temptations and shit that y'all want to be doing, and then you feel like, oh my god, I gotta fulfill it. That is not our problem. Don't y'all expect us to do all sorts of shit that is outside of the norm? So what do you say about that? That is not our us problem. It's a you problem. Y'all are.
I don't even know what you just said. I just seen hella hand moving. I thought you speaking sign language or you was banging on me.
Are fucked up. Dudes are fucked up, and dudes have this temptation side of them that's really just wild. That's it. Y'all want us to move in with 9 other hoes. Y'all want us to take it up the ass and some more shit. And y'all don't want to talk about that because it's dudes that have all these fetishes.
That's nasty. Hey. That's like a bunch of squares. That ain't what real gentlemen do.
Hey,
you might be around the real squares.
If this boy
yeah, go ahead. Come on.
Somebody in the ass, this weirdo over here is obsessed with feet. If this dude ain't obsessed with feet, it's something else. Stephanie, it's always something.
And they got the dude in the comments, Ty gonna say most women in a poly don't even know it.
Hey, for real, that ain't no lie. That ain't no lie. He go over here, fuck on her, put his raw, you know what, in her, and then come back on to you. Hey, baby, put it right in your mouth. And you like, I'm love you, daddy. Yeah, I know. You know.
That's disgusting.
Well, that's what happens. That happens every night with y'all regular females. The norm.
Take the L for y'all motherfuckers. That's the bottom line. You hear what you're saying right now? You expect us to take all the L's for your temptation. Make it make sense. It ain't gonna happen if you.
Ain't nobody out to see no woman take an L if you would have win her. How you gonna take an L when you would have win her?
What did you say? This fool just smacked her, the one broad, then took it out, raw dogged her ass, did some other no. Then y'all want us to do all that other shit. Make it make sense.
That ain't professional,
what
man.
What sacrifices do you guys make? Do you see us having any wild temptations or saying, Oh, I want to do. That's like me saying, hey, I want to fucking let this dude stick something up your ass. You'd be like, bitch, what do you mean, right? It's just weird shit. And for us, it's the same way when y'all come up with these bright ideas. We feel like, for us, it's like, well, what the fuck? Like, where did that come from? You know what I mean? As a woman.
No.
Again, to each their own. You got to be a special kind of somebody to be okay with that. I think there's no way to have a balance that way.
The whole grand scheme of the moral story is basically we build like a pyramid, an empire. It's not about all the sex. It's not. It's not. It's about, let's say, for instance, hypothetically, I meet 3 Mexican girls. They don't got their shit together. They ain't got their papers together. We're playing on a different platform. I'm trying to help them become legal. Okay? So now we're all living in. I'm just saying, this is real. This shit takes place. I've been in situations like this.
I believe.
I'm
So
done.
now it's more of the help, the build up. It's not all this sex and we fucking and doing threesomes and all this up that. It's nothing like that. We have a bigger goal that we're trying to conquer and accomplish by getting these people to be free, to get their papers, us to get out this apartment, us to get into the big penthouse. It's a lot more than that.
All 3 of them get papers? Help me understand this.
What do you mean by that?
You just said you got 3 girls, and there's more to that. What do you said we're building something, and then you're over here talking about these 3 Hispanics. How are you going to help all 3 of them get papers when you can only help one?
No, that ain't true because I'm not saying I would. I'm saying hypothetically. There's other ways. There's always a way out of no way. There is. You can never think one track minded. So if I got action and getting a script over here and getting her papers, she already got papers. She might just need this, or who knows? It ain't just all 3 need papers, and it might be different things they have, but you accommodate with your knowledge and uncommon information. So they might not know everywhere I know how to go get a script and how to do this, get the Social Security card, whatever the case may be, but I do. So they count on me for that, for information. I'm just saying hypothetically. Yeah, you become the help. You become the help. Yeah.
I feel like let me use the car. If I give you a car, if I come over there and give you a car, you're gonna run that car into the ground eventually because you're not gonna appreciate and value it. Now, if I go work my ass off for that same car, right, and I'm mobbing around on my Chevrolets, I'm gonna appreciate the shit out of that car. So it's the same thing as even if you're whatever you're trying to build and trying to do it quicker, I understand that. But if you don't have to do, like, there's other ways. You know what I'm saying? The problem is people, you got to believe, like, because each of us, and I mean this very literally, if you want to literally go out there and build an empire, you could do it. You know what I mean? Literally, like, you could do it right now. But it's up to you. If you feel, again, I feel like, of course, it's like working smarter, not harder. But is it really smarter in the long run? If shit goes south and everybody decides one day, okay, here you have all these 10 people here, everybody's pitching in. Mind you couldn't afford this house to save your life on your own, right? And everybody decides to go their own ways, then you're fucked because you're going to lose your house. You can't make the payment. And everybody done lost out on that investment.
That's not true. By then, you're able to go on and move on and get your own house.
No, but I'm saying, like, what if you go into something like that with this understanding, like, okay, the goal is whatever, to start a business, to buy a house, whatever. And investors pull out all the time. It would be the same thing as a business structure. And if they decide, you know what, I don't want to do this no more, then you're fucked. So you got to be thinking, like, this could go this way, this. You need to think
but the whole moral of the story is business,
or you wasting time.
The whole moral of the story is business. Like, you have 10 Mexicans that come over here. I'm gonna relate to them again. They get a house, boom. Okay, they got multiple families living in this house. Mm-hmm. Boom, they get a business, landscaping, whatever. And then they can get another house. And then so the other family now can go on and get to the other house while we bring some more in from Mexico.
Yeah, but it's different. It's not the same because
it really works the same.
It operates the same, but from a financial standpoint, it does not operate the same.
That's the whole thing. The build up.
Every single motherfucking company, and I mean this literally, go look this up. Every single company that exists on this fucking planet has 10 plus owners. Nobody owns anything. Maybe they were the founder, meaning they created it or they initially started it. But for people to blow up, to build a real empire, that's why you got Vanguard, BlackRock, and all these companies. They're in every single company, and that's how it is. So again, That's a contract. If one investor pulls out and says, you know what, fuck y'all, you know, I don't have the means, then okay, you can remedy that, right? Because you have a legal binding contract that says, okay, it's like a lease. If I break a lease and I sign a 12-month lease, but I move out in 6 months, they can still get me for that the rest of those 6 months. So again, this is a relationship with a business like structure, right? I understand
Of
working
course.
smarter, not harder. I understand that there are a small handful of benefits. However, there is far more negatives in the long run. And from a financial aspect, you couldn't really, it wouldn't be a guarantee. And that's like gambling your money. And I wouldn't do that. That's just not a good move. You know what I mean?
Oh
Teach their
no,
own.
I don't know what you mean. I don't think you know what you mean because you ain't never tried it. So how can you even speak from it?
I'm thinking of all the this could literally go 10 different ways, but the worst case scenario, that's a worst case scenario. You get into this, they bone out, and you're fucked because now you got this big ass 10-bedroom house. You can't pay the rent.
No, that's not real. We're talking about 3 people. You keep going back to 10 people. We talking
I'm
about
just saying,
3
it doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter. Even if you're in a relationship with one person, let's say you're in a relationship with one person, that shit falls apart. It literally shakes up your entire everything because now you got to figure out, you know, and that's just somebody that's living under a median average household. Now, again, the purpose of doing this business like structure, it would be to get a bigger house, to do this, to do that. But it's not a good financial move for sure. Now, if you want to do that for pleasure, I mean, there's fucking little masquerades all over the place. You can go buy a fucking ticket for $100 and go in there and have a orgy and be done with it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's up to you.
So I
To
can
each
tell
their
you
own.
ain't been around no real, like you ain't been around no real
I've been around
understanding
all
on
of it.
stuff.
I've seen it all. But again, it's not beneficial to the women. The only
Of
motherfuckers
course
who
it
benefit
is.
is the dude.
Of
Oh
course
hell
it is.
no! You keep thinking sexually. That's why.
Yeah.
No, but anything you do, there's always, we don't just do things just to do them. There's always a motive, something that drives us to do
You,
something.
but
Sister
hey,
wife.
like Ty in the comments say, you know, there are women that initiate these type of relationships too. It's not always just a man that
And
will do
Yeah.
that.
that's true.
Yeah.
Miss
That's true.
Domino said something real too. She said, you can't knock it till you try. And I said, try before you deny it. That's
I'm not
fact.
knocking it. Again,
Sister
to each their own.
wives.
I just from
Sister
a
wives. Instead of all the pressure being put on one female, because
Mhm.
that's what it becomes. A lot of pressure put on that woman. Now she got a sister wife and the help, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's why you got to have balance because normally when a woman feels pressured, it's being with one of them dudes that we've been talking about, the last episode. Somebody that doesn't do it, put in at all. That's how it gets to that point. But when you have structure and there's balance and you have the two parts, it could work great.
But
3 incomes is better than 1, period. You're right.
that's right.
Ty.
3 incomes better than 1.
Yeah, that sounds great.
That's
It's
Well,
hard
again,
times
and
out
I agree with
there.
that. I agree.
My
Of
middle
course,
name is Help. So,
yeah.
help me, please. Like reparations.
Yes.
Help me, please help a black man, please gain his wealth and gain it back.
That's it.
Yeah, I believe in it. Reparations, my middle
Larry,
name is
what's your thoughts on it, Larry? Larry been in the cuts quiet, man. What's your thoughts,
I'm
man?
just, hey, that shit is entertaining, man. This shit crazy right now, son. I'm just listening. I'm just listening right now, man. I ain't got no. I by the time I get around to my thoughts, man, I'd have forgot what the fuck I was thinking, man, because y'all throwing so much stuff out there.
All right. So let me bring you back there. So Desmond go put a comment here talking about so 2 men could build a house quicker than one. And they keep going on this tit for tat. You know what I always say, like if a man cheated, a woman say, well, I'm gonna cheat too. Well, if you do this, I'm gonna do that. But it ain't the same. Ain't no relationship with no 2 men. So it's almost like you throwing it out there, but it ain't gonna stick. It ain't gonna stick on nothing. It ain't happening.
It's like you said earlier, ain't no two straight men.
There's no 2 kings in one castle.
Nah,
It's never been that way. It never will be. Unless you have 2 soft, poodle ass men, and chances are they probably go both ways. That's you're not gonna have 2 straight men. There's
That's the only
no
way.
such thing as two straight men in a relationship with just one woman. That's just not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. But it's like you said, son. Like unless they go both ways, because ain't no two straight men gonna have that shit.
No,
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what woman would want two dudes in the crib like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like Steph was asking, how come? Why doesn't that work? Because unfortunately, and I be saying this shit all the time, bro. That's just the way society works right now. That's just the society that we live in. It's nobody's fault. It's not my fault or dude's fault or niggas' fault or women's fault. That's just certain things is just unacceptable for women or men and vice versa. That's just how it is, man. Ain't nobody fault. But if you see two dudes in the crib, something is weird going on. Something really strange, something extra and strange is going on in that motherfucking crib. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna work even if we keep it just 3 people, right? A dude and two. I mean, a chick and 2 dudes. Something strange going on. Them niggas is they bumping heads, and I mean that in the strangest way. You know what I'm saying? Like they bumping heads, but that's not what we doing. But with women, with men, it's not acceptable. But women, it's just socially acceptable. That's why we see.
Not even. They say if it's not about sex, they say well, okay, if it's not about sex, then why won't it work? Again, there's no such thing as 2 kings in one castle.
Hey,
you take the sex apart. 2 men in one household don't even get along like that because somebody want to feel the king of the house. Like, nigga, this is my shit, not your shit. That's where you gonna butt heads. Now, if you got 2 women don't get along, that's where a man comes in. That me as a man, I can kind of try to control that situation between 2 women. Can't no woman control 2 men. You know what I'm saying? If they going at it, what's she gonna do to stop it?
Nigga, most women can't control 1 man.
She can't control 1 man. She can't even control the insecure man she got now who ready to fight everybody that look at her. So how she gonna control 2?
She is not the king, Ty. Sorry about that.
I guess that's why we only see shows like Sister Wives. We ain't never seen shit like Brother Husbands. I don't know if there's a such thing as that shit, but I ain't never heard of it.
Don't run shit.
There is a show with a woman that has multiple men. There is one.
There's some weird shit going on in that motherfucking house.
And she was in Texas.
Two soft poodle ass men. I already seen the show.
No, they weren't.
That shit
There's a light
weird.
skinned and dark skinned dude, both soft, and 2 poodles. I already seen
that shit weird. Weird shit going on. I promise you. Either that or that shit is fake. Those are the
that's TV that's made up.
Some weird shit going on.
It could be fake, trying to play into this whole feminine movement type bullshit. It probably is fake. She was walking in the house on the episode, and the both men was vacuuming, the other one looking for stuff under the bed to try to put up. Like, man, if you don't get out of here.
Hey, ain't no 2 alpha males gonna be up on the same roof.
Nah,
not no 2 alphas. Y'all talking about what brother husbands? Not no alphas. Not no alphas is not gonna work.
No,
not in reality. Not in reality that I live in, at least. Because I know one thing. I can't even have my best friend moving in the crib, nigga. It's only one to me. Like it's only be one nigga in his crib, and that's gonna be me. Let alone
it got to be temporary, and then that's it. Like, hey, I go to Reno sometime. I got a homeboy, and every time I go visit, he got new guys living in the house. So I go in. I be seeing niggas walking around with their shirt off, all kind. I be like, oh nah, bro, I'm going in the front yard. I'm gonna wait out here. We gonna talk outside. And he's like, no, they just roommates, man. They got this room, that room. One live in the garage, one in the room, one in the living room. I said, nah, bro. I don't walk in a grown man house at this age, and you got other men walking around with their shirts off. Like, bro, that's just weird to me. And I know he ain't crossing the line doing the other stuff. I'm just saying, it just looked weird as a grown man. And you got, ain't no woman involved in that, but I'm just saying, look how that look. I'm gonna wait outside and we got men in the house walking around with their shirt off. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. No,
come talk to me by the car. You know what I
mean? And for another woman living in a household, it works the same way. If we don't like women and we're not bisexual, we don't want to see that shit walking around our house either.
But there's times there are relationships where the women got their own separate bedrooms too. Not everybody's always in the same room.
It doesn't matter. They're in the same house.
It don't matter.
But it's more
They're in the
acceptable
same
though.
house.
It's more
Women
acceptable
accept
than
that shit
men.
more though.
It's what?
I said women accept that more than men. Ain't no dudes trying to be around no like men. We don't even like sitting too close to each other.
Come
You know
on,
what
we
I'm
go
saying?
to
Like,
the.
you know what
Hey,
I'm saying? Like,
Larry, it's an
yeah, what's up?
unspoken rule. Tell her when men go to the bathroom. As a kid, you know, you stand at a stall, skip a stall, and the other guy stand here, skip a stall, and you go to the next one.
Yo, you know how many times, and I think every dude understands this, bro. Like I would sit there, before I stand right next to the nigga, I'll pee on myself before I stand right next to you. That's the bro code. When you go in, y'all know how it is. Ain't no standing next to each other, bro. I don't give a fuck if there's 30 stalls that's open. If any of them two are right next to each other, nigga, I'm holding it or I'm peeing on myself, nigga. That's those only two
Well,
options.
why are men like that though? I feel like I feel like it's what's it called? It's a H word. What's it called? Homophobic. Homophobic. Whatever that word is. Yeah, that's just weird. I mean, I wouldn't be right there looking at somebody. I get that, but yeah,
Yo,
that's
it's not
As
homophobic.
many men like the princess treatment nowadays and are asking what women bring to the table, I feel like polyamory would be very much on the table with a woman wanting more than one man to take care of her.
Nah, it ain't
living
the
in the
same.
same house.
Man.
Yes, because there's so
It ain't the
many
same.
soft dudes that
the
want
same.
the princess
it
treatment.
should be
They're all
though, because
emotional.
we
I
should
mean,
be the
it's all
kings
in
up
the
on that
same.
bitch. What you mean?
Everybody, it's you know what? It's a recession. Maybe that could be the reason why. But there's niggas out there that would probably be okay with it because just like baby mama and baby daddy situations, where the baby daddy knows his baby mama's in a relationship and he still wants to fuck on her. Is that not
Yep.
polyamory?
No,
That's not-
because the difference is if you got two men like that, these two men are not in no real relationship with you as the woman. That's like if you got a spot and let's just say I'm doing bad, I just need a roof over my head and I move in. Larry doing bad and he just move in because he need a spot. Okay, we all living there. If shit happened, then it happened, and then you get busted now. But we ain't looking at you as my girl, and he ain't looking at you as his girl either. It ain't gonna be no relationship. I promise you that.
Nope.
What's
And
to
that's
say
it.
that it is for
No,
them?
that really
And
is how it is though, for real.
so
But we
it's
know that
different.
as women. That's why we gotta move accordingly. Like some girls don't care. Again, you gotta be a special breed to
Some
be
don't.
folding on some stuff.
It's not even just that. It's just women just think fucking differently than men, man. Like y'all
Yeah, for real.
y'all cool with certain shit that we just not cool with, and this is very
But don't
like
ask us to do the same shit you're not cool with. It puts us in the same situation because if we're not mentally in that state of mind, if we're not okay with being in a relationship with multiple people, we feel the exact same way that you do. It is just as offensive for my man to ask another woman to come into my household and to have a threesome and to do all
that shit.
it feels the exact same way. The emotion is different for people
because
that don't feel like that.
We're not talking about sex though. We're not talking about sex. It's
just
like
in
let's say
general.
y'all
Just
keep
in
basing
general,
it
it's
on sex.
disrespectful.
I'm saying a
We
woman
just
coming
talking
into
about
my
just the
household.
relationship in general. You know what I'm saying? Sex ain't got nothing to do with it. Just the relationship in general.
It's disrespect, but for us as women,
I'm
we
saying
feel
on
like it's
all levels.
disrespectful, and it would not feel. It would make us probably sad and get our feelings hurt because that's just not. If we wanted to do that, we would tell you that. So it's like if you're, in the moment and somebody's like, "Yo," that's like you having sex with your girl and her saying, "Let's bring dude in here and let's do a threesome or let's do all this shit." You're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" It's the same for us. We're like, "What the fuck?" But I think for us, it impacts us different because again, we're more emotional, so we don't take it the same way as y'all take it. Like if we brought that to you, you'd be like, "Hell yeah, bring your ass in here," right? And if you brought that to us, we'd be like, that would hurt our feelings, like for real.
My thing is, why would you ask me to bring a girl into a relationship, a threesome, especially? I'm just going back to sex on this very briefly.
Back to sex.
Men ask women for threesomes. They're constantly trying to bring women into the relationship. They ask for threesomes and they can only give you 10 minutes. What the fuck? Do I have to share 5 minutes with the other girl? Like, you have to think about, like, men don't think that far ahead. Women are emotional. Like, okay, I get you for this time. This is an emotional time for me. I'm connected to you. I love you. This is our intimate time together. But it's 10 minutes long. And you're like, oh, babe, let's do a threesome. How? Are we going to tell you that? No.
That's why teamwork makes the dream work.
Threesome make it last longer.
Yeah.
Hey, if you having a threesome and that shit only lasts 10 minutes, I don't know what the fuck.
Never heard of
That's,
it.
What are you
that's
doing
literally
wrong?
what it will
Threesome
be.
lasts
Huh?
10
That's
minutes.
what it will
No,
be. 'Cause y'all
no,
are
what they
upset.
saying is it only lasts 10 minutes with
5
them.
minute motherfuckers, you doing it, you playing the game wrong, ma. Real shit.
It
Two
doesn't.
5
I'm not
minute
talking
niggas.
about the time. I'm saying you guys keep asking and asking and asking for more out of relationships from women. You guys expect us to be okay with more because society says that women are more okay with a lot of things than men are. Like you wouldn't
That's
be okay
true.
with a woman in a relationship with multiple men, but women, they might be more okay with it. They're more susceptible to saying, oh, well, you know, that'll work for me, or maybe she might be into that idea, which is something we can't even bring to you. Like she said, if I said, oh, I want to bring so and so in here with me and you, babe, and it's a nigga, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So look, we got Jenna in the comments, and she keeps saying we keep talking about it's about money and this and that, but it keeps going back to sex. And I'm telling her, no, it's the women keep thinking about sex because you keep thinking about emotions. The
Yeah.
men ain't talking like that.
That's
We're
a
not
big
talking
ass
about
thing
no
to do with
sex.
it. Like, can you?
So
That,
let me ask you this.
again, we do
I'm gonna
keep
start
going
with.
back to sex,
I'm gonna
that's
start
a big
with.
ass chunk of the pie.
Y'all keep talking about sex because y'all thinking about emotions.
No, emotional.
We ain't
We
talking about
are
it.
women. That's what we do.
We
yes,
said
we are.
also bringing people into the household is not, the whole conversation has not been about sex.
No, that was
But
she.
it does,
She put
and
that
that's
in
there
comments.
because that's a big ass
Just like
chunk of it.
Jenna
Can you
just
imagine
chimed
coming
in,
over
that's
Put
all
that in
you
the
guys have
comments.
been hearing. We have not been
Yeah.
talking about only sex. the
No,
whole
she
time.
put that in the comments.
Yeah.
This ain't
She's
me
wrong.
saying it.
Don't
She
read it
trying
out
to say
loud.
we
Then.
keep.
She's wrong. She just
All right.
chimed in.
So
that's irrelevant.
if we had this fairy tale world drip, you
Yeah.
got two women now in a relationship, real relationship.
Yeah.
How does that relationship work? What does that look like to us?
Two women in a relationship.
With you got two women now. You in a relationship, a real relationship. How does that play out within your household?
Tell us how your house operates. We want to hear all the details.
I mean, it operates in a level of like, you know, we all together. When it's time to go eat, we eating together. We taking trips together. We on the couch rolling up weed, smoking, running around the house, playing, pillow fighting. It's like, it's fun. I mean, you know, I mean, goddamn it. You talking
Do y'all
about
sleep in the same bed?
we all got separate rooms.
Okay.
But
so
they
you guys
like
don't
the
ever
game.
sleep together?
Never, no. So they might be knocking on my door 2 a.m. One of them might be creeping because it's a game, and I might not answer at night. But now, when one of them might be gone, then I might knock on the other one door, you know. And it just, again, it's fun though, but it's all out of respect. Still, it's no threesomes. It's none of that because that's when all the jealousy and the weird shit come involved. So you do it out of respect. Maybe one's out of town. Maybe one's gone. You know,
But
it's
do they
just
know
different.
about each other?
Of course, we all live together, but it ain't just based on. That's why it's not that open. We on some sexual shit. So it's more like I said, they came to me. Hey, we both like you. We both attracted to you. Boom. But it wasn't threesomes. It wasn't sleep in the same bed. I had my own room. They all had their own room. It was only 2 of them. So like I said, there's times in the right place. And then you handle the business or whatnot, if it's going to be some on a intimate level, but you keep it private, you know, you keep it separate, because once you mix it, that's like mixing oil with water. You can't do that. Sorry about that.
And I think that's what they think too, that because you got two women in the house, that because somebody made a comment earlier about the women being lesbians, and it's not all the time that the women are even touching each other. You know what I mean? You guys might share the man within the relationship, but the two women, sometimes they're not coming together, you know, touching each other. It's not no threesome.
How does that work?
no,
You have a
none of
schedule
that.
or something? Let me go
I think most
be
of the
laid
time
up with
that's how it is.
letter A over here, and tomorrow I'm gonna sleep with letter B. Like, how does that work?
Well, okay, well, let me get Larry. Larry, if you had the two women, two girlfriends, real relationship, y'all all in the same household, what does that look like on your end, or how would you even play that?
I think like it could be if I have 4 different women, you know what I'm saying, in a real relationship. I'm not even trying to handle or juggle them all at the same time. It's going to be one today, one tomorrow,
Yeah.
and one the next day. There's 7 days a week. There's 4 women each one of y'all gonna have to split days, and then we gonna have a group day where we all, you know what I'm saying, we all go do shit together, because it's gonna be days where people, like you said, there's gonna be jealousy playing a part in it. So there's gonna be days where I gotta make everybody happy. You know, you can't make everybody happy at the same time. So that's how you gotta play the shit out. You gotta find that balance. And that's how the shit will go over here, man. Like you can't do all that shit. We all doing that shit. First of all, we can't all in the same day. Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
No.
Whether it's 2, 3, or 4, it ain't gonna happen at the same time, man. But you on Saturday, your ass, you get Thursday. Matter of fact, today's my goddamn day off, so ain't nobody getting shit.
Let me ask you this. So from a sexual, and I know you guys, we keep going back to sex, but I'm just curious.
Not even sexual. That's just
dude,
period.
You know how like guys, like everybody gets
that's
when they
just
want to get in
period.
the mood. For a dude, how often is that? You got to be mindful of that. And same thing. How often? If you have 5 girls under one roof, go date, seeing them or whatever once a week ain't gonna make the cut. Make it make sense. How can you do that? And that's just with 5.
Make sense. But listen,
it's some relationships now, just one-on-one that ain't doing it once a week.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we go pretend like one-on-one relationships, like they just getting down every day.
So
every
perfect.
week. Like, come on. I know some relationships might do it twice a month.
See, that's how you know you ain't with the person.
They just probably got to work too much. You got kids. You might be tired. He might work a lot. He tired. He just want to eat. He might got to get up early in the morning. So all he got time is come home, eat, go to sleep, shower, whatever, and get back to it tomorrow. Same thing for you. It could happen. You know what I mean?
See, and that's another thing. Like you said,
and that's where your 10 minutes come in at.
Early. But how would you imagine your schedule, your work schedule, juggling 5 different? Would that be a challenge for you? Do you feel like it would be?
Look, I'll be like this. Okay, I asked both of them the questions. Let's just say if I was in a relationship, let's just say 2 women only, right? The 2 women gonna be in the same household. I don't expect anybody to be sleeping in the same bed. We should have enough rooms in this house that everybody got their own separate room. Now, if it come together like that, they come together like that. I'm not expecting them to do that. Now, in the household, we all got responsibility and we all got our own job here. You know what I mean? I might handle certain things that men are supposed to handle within the household. She might cook, you might clean. Who knows? Whatever we comfortable with doing is how we gonna do it. Now, as far as to spending time with each other, we go out. I might go out, just want to go out with both of y'all at the same time. It ain't no pick a day type shit. If we in this together, we in it together all the way around. Everywhere I go, you going too, both of y'all. It's the same thing. I'm rocking with y'all like that, heavy. You know what I mean? I'm buying her something, I'm buying you something. Shit, I'm buying me something too. We all 3 got it. I get the whip, you got the whip. She got a whip too. That's how we coming together. You know what I mean? We throwing out the middle fingers to everybody. Like, nigga, it's all about us, not y'all. You know what I mean? That would be my household. Period. We got 2 guys in Vegas right now. I don't want to say their names, but they promote their relationship. They not no pimps. One of the guys got 4 girls. One girl own a salon. Another girl travel for she put on her own conventions. She do all kind of shit, and they balling. They all take pictures. All the women come together like best friends. They all kick it. They all support each other's jobs, the hustle, and they winning in life, man. They winning.
My type of life.
And they don't care about nobody's opinion on what they got going on.
Hey, I ain't grew up like no motherfucking square. My type of life. For real. And the ones that's talking the shit, they living way better than everybody that's pointing their fingers at. Fuck a square ass life.
You know?
Fuck that square ass thinking, that Americanized shit. No, I ain't Americanized. I'm universe wise. I ain't Americanized. I'm universe wise. I didn't believe what they taught in school. I miss all my days of school, and I'm glad I did, because I never got programmed the way most of these people in the world has been programmed. I never followed none of that shit. I follow my own.
Okay, so I get it. Okay, let me ask you this then. I'm glad you said that, Drip. So if we in a perfect world and y'all talking about this emotions and love and all this, let's just say everybody supposed to experience love. Let's just say everybody can get in a relationship. You know, there's way more women on the planet than there are men, right? So why is that? Now, we all equal and everybody should experience love and get in a relationship. It's going to be a shitload of women that won't experience that, right? Now, we might think men and women, because that's the way we raised, that's what we know. We're from a Western society, Western world. That's what we are taught. That's why we think the way we think. There's plenty of other countries in the world that don't believe like that. They got multiple wives.
Of course they do.
They're wrong and we're right.
They're not.
We're
Americanized
the ones that's wrong.
Yeah, we are. We slow. They're Americanized, and I'm universe wise. That's the difference. They let America brainwash y'all with a lot of shit. Not y'all on the show, but a lot of people out there. They don't have a clue. So everything you've learned from the American way and the whitewash way, you have to go and relearn and see how the gods and the goddesses and the kings and queens played on their platform. Yes, they did have multiple wives.
You wanna?
We should do another episode for that because that's a whole nother can of worms. But
yeah, I ain't been programmed.
But I don't want to go that way because then it's gonna go completely.
We're dealing with,
you
know, medium income.
Right. We are meant to have any wives.
We're not doing that.
I just feel like, again, love starts within. You know, that's just the bottom line. No matter if you're with one person, 2, 3, 4, 5, it don't matter. You got to love yourself over everybody first. And then if you do end up with 1, 2, or 3, whatever you got, to each their own, you got to just stick with the code and just, it's okay to love people, but don't love others more than you love you. And you're straight, then you won't be heartbroken. Either way, whether you want to date 10 girls or 1 girl or whatever, to each their own.
Hey, Freddie, Jenna said, she said, on your days off, she can go out and have sex with other men. No, you can't, because we don't want you bringing back no funky ass STD.
STD, shoot.
That's what they gonna go out and do.
She might not even bring. Jenna might not bring back the STD, but she might bring that pH balance off, messing up my house.
All that. I was like, it smells like the fish.
Hey, she said, on our day off, we could go
light up all these candles in this house.
Hey, look, if that's the case, if on our day off, you could go be with, so y'all could be with each other on my day off.
Yeah.
Because this shit ain't about nobody else outside the house. This is about what's going on in the motherfucking crib.
Yeah, that's it.
So on my day off, when I need that day off to just get away from all of this shit, and I mean when I say all of this shit, and I mean like with all respect, you and you, or just you and you, go do what the fuck y'all want. But as far as like what Jenna's asking, go be with somebody else. Nah, now you bugging the fuck out. Now you breaking rules and you making this shit more complicated than what it needed to be.
Now you taking it outside the household.
Now you going outside the household. If this is about the 3 of us, who's this other person you want to be with? What the fuck are you?
There were women in the Bible that had multiple husbands too.
You fucking up the program. No, you can't go. If you want to be with somebody else on my off day, be with one of them.
Origins, but people, it's just there's so much other shit for that. But that's why there's, in one instance, it's like, okay, you don't commit adultery, but then over here, it's like, that's why the Bible's kind of like it sends you like 2 different things. One thing's cool here, the next area it's not cool. So it's like, well, what is it? You know?
What is it? It's there to confuse you. Because God didn't write the Bible, and I tell this to a lot of people. I don't give a fuck what people think. Did God write the Bible, or was it written by a bunch of white men?
Huh? No, it wasn't. King James. So if you look up King James,
that shit is a myth. The shit is a myth. I'm here to tell you, the holidays you believe in, the Bible you believe in, that shit is a myth. It's a myth.
Get into religion.
No, but for real, they say King James translated it, and then if you look up King James, he was a gay man who had incest with his own mom, bro. I can't make this shit up. Go look it up.
Yeah, hey, listen, did God write the Bible? If God didn't write it, I don't want to hear shit about it. I don't.
Exactly.
God didn't write the Bible.
I think it's a good book to use because
just like the white man they get praising this.
It's a game plan. It's a game plan from A to
Jesus
E,
ain't white. They put that on your face. Yeah, they put Jesus in your face as a white man. I seen the dude. He said, I just did it and it went viral, and everybody just took it and they made art of it. And he said, I didn't even know what Jesus looked like. I just did that, and the world went with it. So I don't believe in nothing America taught y'all.
No, we should. Jesus is not some dude on a cross. I promise you that. I read every day, so I'm very well versed on
enough of that.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
And the holidays you believe in is no good. Valentine's Day is a bad day to believe in. but America taught you to believe in
Let's
it.
get off that.
I don't believe in
You
that
know?
corporate ass holiday.
Because we're
I
not-
do not
we're not.
celebrate
I
corporate.
don't believe in none of
holidays.
their holidays. I don't believe in none of them. It's just to keep families rich. That's what it
It's
is.
just so they can unjustly enrich. Yep, I agree.
There it is, you know. But a lot of people though, they're like, no, we were taught Santa Claus and Thanksgiving. That shit is wrong. Thanksgiving, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, especially if you color, you better stop doing that because it's disrespectful to the natives, and that's why they hunt people's souls right now on the earth. Yeah, many native souls is roaming the earth right now for what they got done to them. So, you know.
Well, we're going left field. Let's
No matter, we go every way. We going up. Back on the topic,
yeah. Let's keep on talking. I don't want to talk about Deuteronomy no more.
Yeah.
But
it's okay, man. You know, if you wasn't Americanized and you was universe wise, then you would understand. You know, the American way taught you how to have one girl and one wife. That's cool. You believe in that? I'm not against it. I've done it. We all have. But if a situation come up and it comes for me to have 2, 3, 4, and some more, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. You know, because I'm built for it. And, you know, everybody can't be in that situation and everybody can't live like that. It ain't meant for everybody. And, you know, it takes a person to have an understanding that's outstanding. Hello.
That's it. So I guess we got the gist of it. Kayla, you not for it. Seem like both the women not for it. Larry, you with it or you against it? Or is it to each his own?
Yo, it's to each his own, man.
No, I believe
Each his own. I can't say what's
polygamy is
right
an
and what's
ancient
wrong.
thing.
And no one man or woman can say what's right and wrong.
Mm-hmm. What you say, Kayla?
I said monogamy is a choice. It's been dated back in history that polygamy is a thing, and some people choose to live. Don't ask me to bring nobody else into my relationship. Absolutely not.
Well, damn, you know, they say closed mouths don't get fed.
I'm not
right?
knocking that one. I'm not knocking nobody that wants to do it, but two people with a strong foundation just as well as 3 and 4 people can.
That's it. And Drip, your personal feelings on it, man, at the end of the day before we sign out.
I mean, you know, the facts remain the same, you know. Everybody's different, to each his own, but I say, you know, you're gonna try it before you deny it. You know, it's always a different path for everyone. You know, sometimes you gotta try different shit. You know, you've been trying to Americanize shit all your life. Try some, you know, overseas shit. Try some cross country shit. Try some universe shit. You know, you're doing the basic, generic, normal ass American shit. 1, 2, 3, ABC. Why can't it be 1, 2, 3, ABP, ABC? You know what I mean? Why can't you skip some shit sometime and try some different shit? Be open. You have to be really open to this shit. You know. So that's just my take on it. You know, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all with it. You know, what you gonna be basic and generic and simple all your life? When you gonna take some chances and do some different shit? You know, that's all. Be open to something.
Especially when that generic and the simple shit ain't never working. You keep doing the same shit over and over.
Hey,
in the same hamster wheel.
That's my mind, man. That's my guy, for real. Scorpio for life, man. You know, in case you didn't know.
And then let me see here. We got Stephanie back. Stephanie, so your overall opinion on it, man, before we end up signing out, man. You with it? You against it? Each his own. What you think?
I think we should love ourselves, and wherever that road takes us, let it take you. Because we live in, for us, at the end of the day, it's not about nobody else. We should move without giving a fuck what other people think or say, because we're not here to make them happy. So wherever that road takes you, you gotta go, let it flow. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got this feeling, man. 6 months from now, I think I'm about to see you in one of them kind of relationships.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, so maybe I should try this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be putting this on replay in 6 months.
I mean, I do think we gotta experience it physically. It's like, you know, you could tell somebody over and over, but unless they go through it, you know, so you never know.
Never know.
That's all. You never know.
Again, to each their
I
own.
like this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 6 months. My Stephanie gonna be, boy. What happened, Steph?
That shit got old.
Yeah, no.
Shit got old.
No, hell no.
She tried it out. But hey, y'all, I want to we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Hey, I want to thank each and one of y'all for coming on tonight, man, and turning this out to a little good conversation, man, because I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. Everybody in the comments, man, I enjoy y'all tapping in, leaving y'all opinion. We're gonna come back again maybe Friday, or if not, we'll come back next week and I'll sign y'all back on. And anybody that want to come onto the show, y'all send me a DM, man, and give me a topic and let me know something that y'all truly want to talk about, and we can go ahead and have an open discussion about it. But again, for the cast that came on tonight, I appreciate you, Kayla, my boy Drip, Stephanie, and my boy Larry, man. Let's do it again soon. Signing out, y'all. Everybody, thank you for coming on, and I'm standing on the podcast.
Love, y'all. Right on.